Hello, Radiant Souls. Wonderful to connect with you at this time on your soul path. Really an honor to connect and joy, actually. So for this reading, we're going to be looking at what's opening up on your path. There is a lot that is shifting right now. You're probably already feeling it in the flow of it. And so we're going to do a focused reading on that, connecting in through the Akashic records and getting our messages guided through the oversouls and your soul's guidance. So I'm going to be connecting in to your soul at this time. If you happen to be new to this channel and amazing community, welcome. It's really, really wonderful to connect with you. I hope these readings bring you some insight and understanding. This is Soul Insights and Tarot, and I am Michele, so welcome here. I am a conscious and trance channel, a psychic medium, and I do other things to support people in awakening, repatterning, getting past limiting patterns, to experience and express more of their soul and manifest from their soul for more fulfillment, abundance, love, light, and understanding about their path. If that's something you're interested in, ways to connect with me are in the description box. Let's get to the soul stories. So we're going to get a closer look at the card for soul story number 1. You have the Death card. And there's some butterflies on the card. And this is a blue agate. And the words may or may not apply. Trust your intuition. Soul story number 2 is Wish with a wishbone. And you've got the brown agate. I will sometimes don't like to show the words because that can sometimes throw us off. So trust your own intuition. Soul story number 3 is the owl. And you've got the indigo, kind of indigo purple. It's a little bit purpley, purple agate. So soul story number 1, number 2, number 3. And I am going to do a soul alignment and soul signature frequency attunement to align into the frequency of the soul level before I get into the individual soul stories. But you can skip ahead to the timestamps. They are in the description box. All right, I'll see you in the meditation and attunement, and or I'll see you in the individual soul stories. Connecting in through the breath of life to your own rhythm and flow. Letting the sound of my voice and all that you hear bring you deeper inside, into the center, the core. As you connect into the center of the core, you begin to extend and expand upward in through the upper chakras, connecting into the vibrational frequency of your higher self, extending, expanding into the vibration of your soul. Consciously breathing out, feel an anchoring and expanding energy through the body, mind. In your own rhythm and flow, breathe in a little deeper. Pause at the top, connecting. And as you breathe out, let that out breath be a little longer, anchoring. Breathing into that natural pause point above the crown chakra. Relax, flow. Let the awareness of awareness relax, understanding you are that awareness of awareness. In your own rhythm and flow as you breathe out, let that out breath be a little longer, anchoring inside. Breathing in a little deeper, breathing up through the crown chakra, connecting, and breathing in again, another deep breath in, a foot to 2 feet, 3 feet above the crown chakra. Pause there, aligning, releasing the breath in your own rhythm and flow, feeling the centering inside, anchoring. Now in your own rhythm and flow, as you look within, connect in through the heart chakra, through the subtle energy as you extend and expand into the frequency of your higher self. Feel beyond the denser physical body. Feel through the subtle energy. When you're ready, bring your awareness, your inner gaze and focus into the third eye, sixth chakra, third eye focus. Pause at the top of the in-breath in your own rhythm and flow. Relax into the out-breath. Choose the cards or crystals that most resonate for you. Hello, Radiant Light. Wonderful to connect with you on your path. This is Soul Story number 1. I have my champa incense on. I'm actually doing this at night. And I've been tuning in and meditating for this reading. Okay, so let me get some stuff moved here. Wow, what's opening up for you on your path? A lot. You've been doing a lot of deep inner work, healing work. You might have even perceived that you've been held back a little bit. It's interesting because in the meditation I talked about third eye focus, which I wasn't going to I wasn't going to connect into the sixth chakra. But I got clear message of that, and that there's been a lot of clearing. And I feel with you, there's been a lot clearing in your third eye, your sixth chakra. So you're probably feeling much more intent, much more purposeful, much more determined, maybe even motivated, ambitious. You're wanting really to clear blocks. I'm also getting a light energy, a lightening up. I get a lot to do with fairy magic with you, perhaps damselfly, dragonfly, obviously butterfly here, even bees. But this is about something lightening up, also about connecting with other people, doing stuff on your own, but also connecting with other people. You're moving into a very productive time. So if you have felt that you've been less productive, or maybe you've been a bit unclear about what to do or what direction to go in or what do you need to focus on, that is clearing. I heard clearing the air. There's a lot of communication that gets cleared up for you. I'm looking at this probably, now it's timeless to some degree, but I'm also getting a message of 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. Seems to be a major shift. At the time of whenever anybody sees the reading, about 3 to 6 weeks, whenever you're drawn to this reading, there seems to be something that is working out or working through. And you got the death. Oh, and you got dragonfly. Okay, a time of natural transition and transformation. I really want to say the word natural is key. So many of you have just maybe been in some kind of unfolding or even some kind of funk that the air is clearing. Or maybe you feel like you're opening more, that there's more possibility in your life. A lot of you, this is something very energetic, but it's really about alignment, the soul alignment. You're really aligning into this higher natural vibrational frequency for you. Now, something with natural transition, there could be something around nature, natural foods, organic. You could be changing your diet or the way that you eat. This change that you're going through, because it's also very much an etheric, it's very much in the etheric realm also. All change is energetic to some degree, but some changes are predominantly energetic, or we feel them energetically before they manifest. So you could be feeling this subtle opening literally butterflies, like butterflies in your stomach, like something is going to happen, or I'm getting prepared for something, or I'm going to meet someone. You're really in this opening phase, but also it's about a lot to do with preparation. Like you're feeling like you're getting prepared for something. Now you may know what that is. Alignment is key right now, and you're connecting into your own light. There's a lot of activation in the light body is what I'm being shown. You do have blue, but there's a lot with blue, with amber, resin, working with resins, working with nature, natural fibers, natural. There's something about working with nature or something that's more natural to you, or you're going someplace that's very natural to you, or you're spending more time in nature. There's something about nature and natural coming in. Maybe it's going to come in a little clearer as I go in, but this really is these natural transformation, this natural cycle. You're in it. A lot of you are saying, well, I knew this was coming around. I knew this was going to happen. I put in the work or the time or the focus, or this happens around this time. Could be very seasonal. There could be something very seasonal that's coming up, seasonal changes. Now, Dragonfly, you've got to have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. That might be why you've got the winged ones. And fairies, the fays, really connect in with us lightening up. Any of the winged ones to some degree, especially smaller birds or smaller beings, insect beings. Dragonfly also connects you into that transformational process, also the magic of how do we transform? How does something go from one thing to the next? How do I shoot this video and somehow, it turns into a video on YouTube? I don't know what goes on. I mean, I have apps, editing apps that I use, but I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So that's a lot with you. You're not necessarily going to know what's going on behind the scenes, but you're going to be feeling it. So really what's opening up on your path is also the ability to feel what's happening or coming. To intuit, but also to feel, or your intuition is coming in through your feelings. A lot of you could be sitting down and contemplating prayer, meditation, something sacred. You could be gathering with others, whether friends or family, or friends and family. There could be a lot to do with celebration. There could be a lot to do with opening up your path more in a way that you're feeling that you're celebrating more, perhaps communicating more. The communication I'm getting with you is not necessarily verbal. It might be, but I feel it's more written or text or posting or sharing online, or you could be putting something together, maybe even a book about transformation. This could be transformation also within the body, like someone that's been working out a lot, or doing something, sculpting, molding the body, doing something, healing the body. It's also asking, there's a lot to do. Well, look at this color, it kind of matches. There's a lot to do with connecting into that third eye focus or sixth chakra. So you're kind of understanding that what you intend, if you put your attention on what you're intending, so you put your attention on your intention, that things can change can transform. And also by your thoughts, you're feeling better. That's another thing that's opening. So I really feel with you that you're opening up to more possibilities, and multiple areas of your life are going to start transforming. So there is an opening on your path, but particularly for you, part of the opening is more opening, is just opening to more, is opening to transformative energies, opening to moving on, opening to more in your life, opening more to abundance, opening more to, some kind of increase. This increase brings some level of understanding for you. Now, I want to see if you've been working with anything. These cards kind of, to me, sometimes could be shadow. Not that shadow is all difficult emotions, because the shadow material can definitely also be our gifts, our talents that we're not aware of. But I do feel with you that this death, you could have been in a grieving process. You're definitely going to be feeling happier, more optimistic. So you're moving out of some level of adversity or uncertainty, and you're going to be feeling Yes, see, I know that there's no greater love, but the success, this is the confidence or something that you're starting to feel successful. Ah, there it is. I knew it. This is why I wanted to get these cards. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So I feel like for you, the envy is showing you more of what you want to do. If you've been feeling held back or like somebody else is getting better or more than you, how can you do what they do but in your own way or do something similar? So you're really being shown right now by what it isn't. In other words, you're being shown right now in your path, this isn't it, this isn't it. So you're starting to see, oh, it's not this, this isn't the right way for me, this isn't it, this isn't the situation, this isn't the relationship, this isn't it. But now, by seeing what it isn't, you're going to, and that's the magic, that's the transformation. This is where your confidence is coming in and renewal in a particular project or focus in your life. So what you're going to start seeing is the comparison is going to soften. The comparison will simply just be, I want to do something similar to that, or I'm good at that, or I also do this. But you're also going to be starting to find your own way, your own magic. I call them soul isms. It's the way you do what you do. So you're going to find more of your person or personality in what it is that you're doing, and that's going to bring a lot of success. Now, some of you, this isn't just for entrepreneurs or people that are working on their own or have their own business, or perhaps aren't working at this time, or you're more project-based. This is also, I am seeing people be getting more confident in how you show up with other people, whether in a team building or team work approach. There's something changing in how you're showing up, and I do feel that other people are going to notice it. They're going to see. This could be a boss or a supervisor. It's going to be interesting when we get to the tarot, but I definitely feel that because you're feeling more optimistic about yourself, and some of you may just say, I don't know, I was in this funk, or I was really down or held back, and all of a sudden, I don't know why, but I'm feeling better, or I'm doing better in my life. So again, it's a natural process. I knew it. Look at that job. So some of you, this is you've been finding your way. I just heard, have confidence in the guidance that you're receiving. Internet, yeah, embrace the fact that you are the world, but internet, see, a lot of you are comparing. Either you're comparing the timing, what you do, what you post, how you do what you do, how you make something, whatever it is in your life. There's been a lot of comparison, and so I'm not going to say that's a bad thing because that's natural psychologically. But what I would say that I have found through the work that I do on my own inner work, and then working with so many people through repatterning, is that envy and jealousy. When we're envious of something or we're jealous of something, it's usually something we could do or we can attain. I always use the example of me with the Himalayas. I have no jealousy of anyone climbing the Himalayas because I have no desire. So a lot of times the shadow aspect of envy and jealousy is showing us some form of what we want to do and what we're capable of doing, what's within our soul's realm. We have to maybe find our own way to do it, our own approach, our own stamp on whatever it is that we're, looking at. But to some degree, we can do it. It's different than respect or admiration. Like, God, I really admire that person. They're so gifted. I admire people that can play instruments. And I'm like, wow, that's so amazing. But I also know all the time, so I'm kind of not jealous about it or envious. I used to try to play an instrument, but it never worked out. But I also didn't put the time in because I put the time in my psychic realm. So I feel like there's some kind of revelation for you into where are you putting your time and your energy, and that's subconsciously, that's the natural you. See, natural transition, you're finding what's naturally you. And so this is a lot to do with the mental realm. Even with that blue, the indigo, it's like looking at the higher perspective, like the reality, like certain things that you may have wanted to do or you might have been envious of or jealous of. But it's like, did you really put the time in? Did you really want to do that? Okay, wonders. Let's move this. Yeah, I'm getting a lot with music with, change and taking risks. Yeah. See, some of the things that you've wanted to do, you haven't taken a risk on it, a calculated risk. And that's what's going to create the change here for you. So it's like you're moving into this space, let's look at this, of wonder and awe and magic, the dragonfly, the butterfly, nature, but you're starting to get into your own natural groove. And it's like, hey, I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to publish that book. I'm going to write that song. I'm going to make that jewelry. I'm going to take that Reiki class. I'm going to just try. That's all Spirit is asking you to do, but to have consistency with it. Because I feel like the risk for you, some of you, is you may have another job that it's difficult to balance. So you have to work within your circumstances. But I feel like you're going to have the confidence, you're going to have the time to do it somehow. You're going to make the time to do more of what it is that you want to do and create more of what it is that you want to do. There's a creative aspect here. And again, you may be balancing, I've got a job, and getting a different deck for you. I listen, let's see what it is. I've not used this deck in a while. Light Seers, let's see the light. To get into your creativity, the Emperor, a lot of you, there's a lot of concern about stability, security, maybe financial security. So you have to find the way to take the calculated risk. And again, you might not be able to do something full time or a lot. You may not be able, but you can start putting the time into it, and you'll see 3 to 6 weeks. A month and a half. You'll find that you're able to put more time in what it is that you really want to do. So that's something time is opening up for you. You're going to have the time slot is what I'm hearing. The time to do something, the time slot. And also there's a measure of success of sort that you haven't been acknowledging within yourself. So that's something that's coming on your path where you're going to see, I did make those changes. Look at that Queen of Wands. Now look at that. If you look at the Death card as this inner state, then the outer state is this movement, is this creativity, is moving in this space of spirit, spiritual energy. And you have here on Dragonfly, great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Well, the wands are about spirit. It's spiritual energy. It's not just Kundalini energy or motivation, ambition, passion. It's spirit, inspirar. It's the inspiration. Page of Swords. Let's see what we got here. Page of Cups. Knight of Swords. So a lot of beginning here. Nine of Wands, something new beginning, and Temperance. Yeah, so there it is, the balance. The new mixture, the transition, the transmutation of energy here in Temperance. Because you're integrating something new, something you've learned, either that you've studied, trained in, or you've learned about yourself. And you're becoming your own magician, your own cook, your own chef. You're mixing things together. So you're at a space right now, what's opening up for you could be also feeling more, opening up through the heart chakra, understanding more about yourself, life, your direction. Some of you, it literally could be teaching, like you're going to be successful either working online or having an online component to what you do. And you're ready. This is just the beginning, though, Spirit is saying. This, what's opening up for you is like a next level, a next wave of what it is that you do, what it is that you're focused on. And it's, for some of you, it's even better bringing in better self-care, bringing in more of your spiritual understanding, your spiritual awareness, your spirit, how you feel about something. I really get with you that the strength that you're funding inside is not necessarily about bracing yourself. It's about connecting into the changes. It's about leaning into the change. It's about leaning into your spiritual energy. It's about leaning into the uncertainty. It's about leaning into being guided. It's about leaning into faith. It's about leaning into your intuition. Do you see that's very different? And that is creating also this lightness. This learning lesson is creating this transition and change. This transition and change has a lot to do with your energy is changing. You're connecting in to this deeper level of yourself and a deeper understanding also of what you're meant to do here. And part of it is to lighten up. It's to follow the flow. If you've got soul story number 1, it's to follow the flow. It's to follow the thread of life, of what interests you. It's to start connecting the dots. But you're getting put in a position where you're going to be able to open up more and you're going to be able to move forward. Now, it's a beginning step. There still could be a lot of uncertainty, but you're definitely going to be feeling much more successful, much more confident, much more connected to your sense of self on a soul level, your higher self. And you're going to be feeling the gains. You're going to be feeling the success in small ways and big ways. You're going to be really feeling it and really acknowledging, yeah, I did do this. Yeah, I am here now. Oh, I made this change. Oh, I'm moving forward. So I just heard time will tell. So what is that about? Some of you want to know what's going to happen before it happens. And some of this stuff you have to go through is a feeling experience. You have to feel your way through your feeling experience. But I do get this looking back of how much you've shifted, how much has changed within you and starting to change in your life. Some of you are also, I'm getting, could be going on what could be opening up for you as new lands. There could be even a road trip or a new mode of traveling, maybe even a new mode of living that's coming up for you. What's opening up for you is more opportunity. So you're preparing for that next step. This is bringing in the opportunity. I'm kind of feeling I want to do a little with the rune cards and see. So your path is opening up more because you're feeling more confident in the changes that are happening for you. Oh my God, no wonder butterflies on here. Transformation, renewal. Butterflies. So when I see butterflies like that a lot, it's like, okay, what stage are you in? I also feel you're letting something out into the world. Now, is this your identity, your communication? And I mean beyond, like, okay, this is me. I like doing this kind of stuff. I'm into this, or I use this, whatever that is. These are my likes. Because some of you have kind of been quiet a little bit about certain things. Also, some of you that's going to be announcing changes. Things are opening up. I'm leaving this job. I'm leaving this way of working. I'm betting on myself, or I'm starting an online component, or I'm doing much more online, or that's really picking up, especially around the next few months. And then we've got victory here. Sowilo. Victory and energy. So again, that's success. You're bouncing back. You're getting much more information about what is important for you by understanding it wasn't this, it wasn't that, it wasn't this, it isn't this. That's not fitting in. And now what's fitting in is what's coming in is what's fitting in. And then we've got generosity, balance. Gibu. Gibu is about useful relationships, synergistic relationships, symbiotic relationships. It's about support. It's about a connection to your higher self. It's about understanding. It can also bring in really good relationships, contracts. But contracts and legal contracts or binding contracts or agreements in a way that's supported. So you're freeing up. That's what's happening on your path. You're freeing up. You're preparing to go in a new direction. Some of you at this reading may already be starting this. You know that you're starting something new. You know generally the direction. Some of you are very clear about what you want to do. Some of you are making plans to leave a specific job or modality, maybe a way of living, but I really get a lot to do with, you could be going back to school or teaching something, or some of you might be deciding, you know what, I want to teach this, I want to work with groups. So this shift is requiring a small risk. I feel like it's more of an investment in yourself, and that's going to create the change that you want. And now is the time. On your path, what's opening up is, like I said, the time and the timing. So if you're in the frequency of timing, you're going to be in that divine right timing. And that's synchronistic timing. That's certain events coming in, certain people. It moves things around. Some of you, it is, the time will turn into the timing. You may give it 3 months, 6 months, but it's going to be your diligent work, your dedication, your motivation, your ambition, your follow through. It's going to be all that that creates the change that you're wanting. All right, your Soul Insights mantra to support you on your path is I am in perfect alignment with my soul for the changes I now want to make on my path. Yeah, and it's a soft alignment. It doesn't have to be hard or edgy. Doesn't have to be too hard or edgy, soul story number 1. All right, thanks for connecting in with me. I've really enjoyed tuning in with you and for you. It has been an honor to connect in with you energetically. If you'd like to connect further, the ways to do so are in the description box. Lots of love and light. Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you. Okay, I don't know what you're doing, but I heard now. I heard movement. You've got wishes, your heart's desires ready to come true. You've got a lot of movement. There's like a peppy. There is like boom, boom, boom. So yes, you're in a major manifestation mode. You're drawing in, you're attracting. I feel that's why you also got the brown agate for grounding what it is. This is about manifesting. This is about 3D reality. This is about it's happening. I'm seeing it. So yes, a wish what's opening up for you is I feel more than one wish that's coming through. Now, what's and then you have Chariot. Yeah, charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. But Chariot is about success. So this is success with business. This is success with relationships. This is success with a lot of different things that you've wanted and that you've dreamed about. Now, I am hearing with this reading, and it's coming in again, get Patreon. Some of you are meant to do something more online. I don't know if it's your own app. I don't know if it's something online. I don't know if it's Etsy or all of the above. But there's something you've been wanting to create and put together. And I feel it's fun. It's artistic for some of you. There's a passion. Some of you I'm seeing... it's coming in, even though this is a timeless reading. I am getting a lot with the holidays. So there's some gifts, gift giving, bows, something you're wrapping up or you're creating that you're going to be testing and or putting online, or you're going to have to get more stock. Some of you could be even gift certificates, I suppose. But I do see something kind of being mailed out, more tangible. So if you've been wanting an increase financially, I feel that is. What I feel is like the fruits of your labor are starting to come through. And I'm going to say the next 3 to 6 to 9, 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. There's some payout. There's some wish fulfillment. And I'm going to say for this soul story, the next 3 to 6 months, there's big changes. This could be a move. This could be a new career. This could also, for some of you, is a new job that's coming in, or you're going to get the dream job. There's a dream. There's a goal that you've had, and it's coming through. So you're dealing a lot with manifestation, security, wishes coming true. That okay, this is finally happening. It's not in the ethers. It's not that I just feel it. It's that I see it coming in. I see it manifesting. I see it taking place. It's here. That's what I just heard. It's here. So you also have some gifts, because I keep seeing bows. Now, I don't know if this is your gifts, soul gifts that you're going to use, or you're going to be getting gifts. I'm getting a lot with celebrations, gifts, could be birthday party, some kind of commemoration. I don't know if it's anniversary party, kids party, birthday party, anniversary. Some of you could also be going to a wedding. I'm getting a lot more socializing, being more social. I'm getting friends or family. Now, it's up to you. Some of you get invites and you don't end up doing it, but the invites are there. I feel for most of you, you're going to be doing something more social. Maybe even partnering up, because you've got two hands here. Clearly, they're not the same hands. So there's a mutual effort, and there's two horses here, and they look different. So this wish, if it has been about a relationship, I'm going to say that's definitely coming in. Some kind of partnership, whether it could be business, but I also hear somebody expressing their feelings, like I feel this way about you, or I think you're amazing, or something like that. Let's see what this card is. Flower, pluck the weeds and plant the seeds of your most magnificent expression. That pink. See, there's a lot of heart chakra energy. Let's see. Reveal your secret power. Okay, what's new on your path is your opening. A lot of heart energy. I want to say warmth, compassion, genuineness, authenticity. There's a revealing that's happening on your path. And I do see somebody doing something where you're putting, I'm not kidding, like a Patreon or something. Online course or class, or maybe it's that maybe it's like a GoFundMe or something like that. I don't know. It could be crowdfunding, like, oh, help me with this. This is what I want to create, or what I'm creating, or what I want to do. But you're moving into this space of flowering. This is a lot about flowering. This is a lot about blossoming. Because some of the things that you have really wanted, worked for, desired, you're starting to attract or magnetize to, are coming to you. Now, I could be picking up on your partnering, or your wedding, or maybe you already are married, maybe recently. It's showing from the universe that there is support, that you're going to feel like you are, things are in a better flow for you. Yeah, freedom. Look at that. Yeah, getting out of the box. Whether your life has was a box, you boxed yourself in. That's why I feel like you're going in a new direction. Whether with what you do financially, or where you live, or it could be a changing up what you do work-wise. I could see a lot of people here working more remotely, working for yourself, working at home, working more project-based. Let's look and see if there are anything that needs to be attended to. I don't want to say negative or positive shadow, but anything that's blocking and needs attending. Yeah, you're getting out of limitation. If that's been one of your wishes, like, I want to live bigger, I want to live more fulfilled, I want to have, look at all that. I want to have more of an expanded life, then it's coming. If you've been perceiving that you're alone or lonely, friendship is coming in, or a special someone. Some of you, it's not a lot of people. You could have a wider circle, but I kind of feel like this is more like special someone. Okay. Yeah, some of you have felt kind of lonely. Yeah, regret and worry. We have the discipline. So the idea of discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So I really get with you that maybe you wish for more freedom, but you have a lot that you have to do, or a lot that you're balancing on your life at this time. I just feel that this loneliness, that's shifting. There's someone to help you or do something with you, or a special someone that you're going to be connecting with. The other thing that's coming up on your path, and let's see how it manifest. I got to do this though. Look at that. They're telling you to have patience. I know you have. Because you're going to have more freedom. I don't know if it's to roam, if it's to travel, if it's that the work you're doing is changing so that you have, I just heard more opportunity, but you don't have to be, a lot of you are working a lot or really hard or something. There's something that you might be feeling a bit in the grind and kind of regretting, why didn't I take a certain path or go in a certain direction? And that is, I'm going to take one of these, that is starting to change. You're freeing up to go in a new direction. But a big thing for you that's opening up, you're getting out of the box. Whether it's lack, a bit of lack, limitation, scarcity, whether it's boxed into life circumstances or a particular situation or circumstance, you're going to get freed up out of the box. You're going to be able to expand. Some of you, you're going to be able to move. There's movement with what it is that you want to do. Now, there's a lot of cards that keep coming out with you, bundles. So that's telling me your guides really want to spend more time with you, or your higher self, the spirit realm. Really wants you. I think you didn't think something was going to happen or come through, but this reading is to tell you, yeah, look at that. See? Detach from... Two cards snuck out. Detach from drama. Look up. You're getting out of something. Held back, withdrawing. And now we have the void, retreat, rest, pause. I feel something is... I get both a lift off, flight, but something's dropping out. The heaviness. Something's dropping. You know how to go within now. You know how to process. You know how to do that. It's like you've had to process a lot of denser or heavier emotions. Whether for yourself, other people, maybe you help people do. I feel like it's been personal. I feel like there's a lot that you've had to help others on their path go through. And now that's changing. I think a lot of you are wanting to make a big change in your life that brings you a lot more freedom and brings you truer connection or better connection, whether it's one person, a few people, you know, but because you're having to let go of a lot. And I think that you pulled yourself out, like I like to say, out of the game, so to speak, the game of life. See, look at that Knight of Wands, insight. So a lot of you, this has to do with a move. Wow, look at that. So they just wanted to show the story a bit more. Yeah, the Empress, and look at this. Yeah, I knew it. I knew a move is there. You've got two move cards. The Knight of Wands and the Chariot. So either you got clear, you put in work. This could be timing. And Nine of Pentacles is also here. So this could be on your own, but you're going to be partnered. I'm going to say that. You could be on your own right now, but there is a partner or partnership coming in. And definitely, if you've been asking to move, you're going to be moving. There's no doubt about it. This is also saying that you've learned the value of yourself. You've learned the value of what you do, what you're about. You've learned the value of your downtime or on your own time, your refuel time. But I'm going to say Empress can also be a move, by the way. It could be a house. These are big items that are coming in. So I am getting, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, I am getting much more abundance. So there's a lot opening up on your path. This could be multiple sources of income, or passive income, or managing your money well, or investments. But you have the Empress here, the World, and you have the Chariot. So you have three major arcana. And if we're looking at the energy here, this Venusian energy, we have Libra, Taurus, right? We have Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius here. So it's a lot about grounding. You're bringing in the earth, and then you've got the Chariot, which is also Cancerian energy. Knight of Wands is movement, things moving, freeing up. So what's opening for you is freeing up on your path, new openings, new opportunities, but that are real, that you can follow up on, you can follow through on. It's not just feeling level or etheric, and it's much more happiness, much more abundance. There's a sense of increase, there's a sense of movement, there's a sense of being able to finally move on. Perhaps for a lot of you, it could be to travel more, it could be to live in an area that you feel that you can detach. So you're detaching from your past. There's a big detachment from regret, or what maybe even dreams or goals of the past, because there's new dreams and goals that are coming in. There's a new vision, there's a new idea that's coming in, and you want to move on it, and you're going to be moving on it. And it's really your heart's desire to free up. A lot of you are saying, oh, you know what, I thought I was going to do this forever. No, I'm not. I'm changing now. I'm changing. So there's a big change up here. But there also will be community. There will be support, whether it's friends or family, or it's online, or for some people, support is videos and the readings, or podcast, or a particular book, or a handbook, or something, EBook, it can be different for different people, but you're getting out of a smaller, contained environment, which you perhaps are perceiving as taking too much work or too much time, to move in an environment that you can really grow. This is the next level for you, is a lot about growth. It's about flowering. It's about growth. It's the seeds that are planted that start to grow. It's about increase. It's about abundance. It's a lot about growth together with a person, a special person, growth with a somebody that you work with, or growth in a business, growth in a relation, growth in where you live. So, and this growth is not necessarily inner work. It could be. You could be doing counseling, therapy, inner work, hypnotherapy. You could be doing it all. Reiki, healing, yoga. But I feel like the learning curve for you, you're coming out of something where now you're living it. You're more living the experience, and you're more knowing what to do. Now, if you're not there yet, you're moving into that. Some of you are still kind of over here. Some of you are still kind of over here, but you're starting to detach from old perceptions and old ways of doing things. So there's a lot of success coming into you in all areas, whatever areas that you're focused on. It's showing that there's success, and you are moving forward. If you perceive you're not, Knight of Wands, Chariot, you are moving forward. There is forward movement. There is movement to the next step, to the next level, to the next decision. And I just heard sitting pretty. And what I mean by that is feeling confident and successful, like job well done, or wow, this came through for me. This happened for me. And there's a real strong sense of appreciation. There's a really strong sense of acknowledgement, not just to yourself, but I do feel that you're going to have some level of support or help. Some of you could be moving with a group of people or family, or there could be more of a communal, or you could be living with more than one person, is what I'm hearing, or close to, could be a neighborhood even. Wow, Othala, which has to do with house, possessions, health, inheritance, money. This is also insurance, payments. So you're putting the book straight. There's something that you're straightening up. This is also what could be opening is funding, a loan. It could be a loan comes through. If that's what you're needing. I just heard the money will be there, because something is growing, something that you're starting to you've been putting a lot of time, energy, and attention, discipline to, is starting to pay off. Yeah, look at that. Wunjo, joy and harmony. I just heard the first house or new house. So there is something with a house, a home, a new home that's coming in. Some of you, there is a move near water. You could be moving also to the country or countryside somewhere. Okay, and we've got strength or determination. Now, the only thing I'm getting with this is don't try to keep this inner light a bit lighter, freedom and trust, because some of you could really get in this over discipline and trying to make it happen, make it happen. And the message is not really, you don't need to do that right now. You're going to have to follow through. There's probably going to be a lot that you need to do. You're going to be pretty busy, but it's saying, work with what you have. And there could be a lot of work. There could be a lot more business, working together, working with someone, working through something. But ultimately, what's opening up on your path, there's a lot more freedom, financial freedom, more wiggle room, like I like to say. Just more room to do more of what you want to do. Go where you want to go. Yeah, you're going somewhere where you really want to be. That's part of the wish. So what's opening on your path is a wish, and more than one wish. So, read into what you will, but you're opening up to the opportunities. They've been seeded, they're starting to sprout and flower. Things are starting to be revealed and show themselves to manifest, and you're drawing in more of the right circumstances. You're really aligning to the right circumstances energetically, through the soul connection, and also being guided by the higher self with that chariot. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 7s, 10 or 10, 10 could be 3s, 3, 3, 3. I feel like you're getting a lot of numbers. A lot of you have been getting signs guiding you along the way. I'm getting that with this message also. But yeah, you're getting out of some kind of limitation and really expanding and opening up. All right, so like your soul insights mantra is, I'm aligned to my soul, opening up to the clear road ahead of me. That's it. Road is clear. Just go for it. Go for it. A lot of wish fulfillment here. All right, so light. Ways to get in touch with me are in the description box if you want to. Otherwise, I hope to see you and connect in with your energy psychically for another reading. Hello, Radiant Soul. Welcome to your reading. This is Soul Story number 3. I've heard you've been very lucky, or you have good luck, or your luck is about to change. There's something about luck, and I'm getting luck as preparation meeting opportunity. So maybe a skill you had also that you didn't know you had is going to become very much in demand. You have the owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition, but I feel like it's you. Oh, and I love how this happens. It's the same color. Look at that. I get where this violet, this is like indigo blue, but also purple, violet. So there's a lot about connecting into your own higher knowing, higher self, learning, clearing the air, kind of calming the mind so that you can really see. This is a lot about spirit or spiritual practice, or maybe even the spiritual life, or focus on your spiritual, maybe you want to call it your purpose, your soul purpose, or spiritual practice, or even awakening, I'm getting. But you could be a deliverer of messages. You're definitely getting messages. You connect. Obviously, you have owl here. Green is telling me that there's coming in this balance. And let me see what the oversouls are saying. If I look in the Akashic, yeah, you need to use your wisdom. These are underutilized gifts. There's something you're moving forward on, or you're going to a next level on your path. Let's see what else you have. Oh, lovers. There are 2 paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Yes, use your intuition and your wisdom on any upcoming projects, ideas, relationships. This could involve another person, or you could have a choice between two people. I don't think this is just about a path. I feel like something is opening up where there could be two paths, two people to pick about relationship. There could be a path that one is about relationship, one is about a job or a move or career. You're going to have to use your intuition. So what is opening up for you is some particular opportunities. However, there's two or more. You're going to have to be doing, this is a lot about decision. So you're during this time of transition, but I feel like this transition, by what I'm being shown, is leading to some kind of change. So you're really going to have to listen to your own intuition, because I do feel some people are really going to try to push, like, no, you should do this, or you should come here, or you should move here, or you should do this, or that one's better to date or marry, this one's better, or should I get back with the old one, or should I go back to the old job? So there's a lot of oppositional that could be complementary, because some of it you could have what you want, is what I'm hearing. But there could be an issue around timing. Now, one of the things I feel on a learning lesson level that you're learning is to trust the timing of things, coupled with your own inner knowing, inner guidance, your own wisdom. That, oh, wow, I'm going to take all of these, because look at this. And somebody's going to be blowing up your phone. Polish your, now I'm hearing communication. Or some of you, and look at this, sext, kiss, hug, even though it's face and embrace all parts of you. Now, we're going to use these. Some of you, there could be an old relationship coming back. Now, of course, I say that doesn't mean you have to get back with that person, or an old job. But look at this, transition. And the owl said the time of transition. Release attachments to what was and prepare. Didn't I just start to say something old? I don't know if this is an old person from a relationship coming back around, an old job, an opportunity. But you have to realize, Spirit is saying that you have changed. There's something changed. Oh, now, soul story number 2. Got this. Box and flower. Okay, I see what's happening. Yeah, you are in the change point. But you could have a little bit of difficulty with some decisions that are coming up. Chase. Look, face and embrace the person in the mirror. But with a relation, don't chase them. Don't chase anything. I do feel what also with you that is about a relationship. It's, yeah, facing parts of yourself, getting more intimate. I'm hearing to tell you, if you focus on yourself, everything else will fall into place. What's opening up on your path is a major transition. You're probably bridging from one thing to another, part of your life to another, and it's going to require, like, what do I focus on now, or which person, which relationship, which job, which one is taking key precedence right now, which is the one that I really want to do. So you're being asked to be true to yourself. You're being asked to really look and say, ask yourself, what do I really want to do? What really lights me up? What makes my heart sing? So I do feel, now this may not be all of you, but for a percentage of you, there's either a long distance relationship or relationship where there's a lot of texting. Could be video calling, or you could be traveling a lot. Some of you are going to be taking a job or a position where you're traveling more. Someone's traveling more and then having to keep in touch with family, friends, and a particular loved one. So what's opening up for you is a lot about relationships on your path, to be quite honest. There's a lot to do with picking and choosing people, or how much time you can spend with them, or on your own projects. I just heard be careful what you ask for. So some of you have been wanting more people, or wanting to date, or wanting to meet. And now it's like you're going to, yeah. You've got success also. Let's take this. So let's, security, that could be part of it. Success and potential. But go where the potential is for you, the natural potential for you. it's very interesting because there is this energy right now on the planet of, the us and them and my needs and wants and my idea and my soul and what I'm come here to do. How do I connect with others? How do I share with others? How do I compromise with others but not compromise my truth or my integrity? How do we work together? But we're all here to do our soul path. We're not here to self-sacrifice. So some of you, there's going to be, do I go for the security or do I go for the potential, the next level? Do I go for the security? Do I continue what I'm doing? Or do I go for the next level potential? Because there is a transition here that does bring more success in for you, but it is at a cost. In other words, there's a decision to be made. You're going to have to strategize a bit. Wow, I wonder what the heck this is about. Yeah, you're going to have to strategize a bit. Look at on the bottom, the Fool and the King of Wands. Some of you, it's, do I work for myself? Do I work for someone else? Some of you, I'm telling you, it's a relationship. I'm seeing, because we're moving into the Great Gathering, and there's a lot of change coming up, little by little between now and May, June. But May, June, you're going to see a lot of redirection of energy. A lot happening in the world. I talk a lot about it in my Patreon. Okay, 9 of Cups, and look at that Ace of Cups. Do I go for the new relationship or the old relationship? Do I go for the new job or the new way of living or the old? What's going to happen, you've got a little test here from yourself, your higher self. I'm surprised Temperance or Judgment didn't come up. You're going to have some opportunities that it's like, be careful what you wish for. Exactly what you want is coming through. But the test for you is your own integrity, your understanding what you really want and makes you happy, and understanding, well, I can have that, but I may have to compromise. I may have to compromise on the time or the timing or the circumstance. Look at that, though. The Fool, King of Wands, 9 of Cups, and Ace of Cups. So a lot of you, this is your work purpose, your life, happier, on your own, doing well, going to that next level, using your insight, your intuition, using your own wisdom, your inner knowing. You're putting something together and putting it out in the world. You're facing your fears and moving forward. That's a big thing I see with this soul story. Your soul story, a lot of facing your fear, doing it your way, and going for that success. And looking at the situation, you can have security and potential, but how do you manage that? And then you've got the Hierophant here, that Taurus energy connecting into the higher self. 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Let's take one more or two more. Emperor. Two of Cups. Told you there's a relationship. Business relationship, personal relationship. There's a lot. That's why I read psychically, because this group, there's a lot about relationship. Even more than soul story number 2. Oh, well, you have that, the Lovers. That's right, you have choice. Okay. But it's also about your relationship to yourself. Some of you aren't going to know what happens with a particular relationship because of where you meet or how you meet, and you're going to have to trust. But you're going to have to focus on you. So I don't know if some of you have what I call collapsed into relationships where you maybe gave up too much of yourself. You're being asked not to do that. Not to give up. And I also heard not to give up hope. Yeah, you're moving. This is definitely a phase or a time of maximizing potential and really going for it. Some of you, this could be writing, it could be directing, it could be vocalizing either more of what you want to yourself and those closest to you. Some of you, this definitely has to do with reaching a particular group or audience or client or customer or something. There's something. I do feel there's also a new revenue stream for you, because I'm getting the beginning of more fulfilled work, the beginning of a better business. I'm getting, because you listen to yourself. This is the message. So you do have a process here. And the process has a lot to do with listening to your own inner knowing, or being flexible, but having a particular plan in place and honoring that, following through on that. A lot of you, this phase, what's opening up on your path is a time of financial security. The level of abundance that's coming in is bringing an inner emotional security. Now, I'm also getting the message that it's not been for you that, it's just, it comes hand in hand where you feel better about yourself and your accomplishments, but you're also going to have a more inner security. Maybe a sense of confidence, a sense of I can get through anything, or I've gotten through a lot in the past. This is telling me that projects, those of you that are working more project-based, or maybe entrepreneurially, or, solo business person, that you're moving into a time of seeing more reward, and not just financial reward, but really a sense of fulfillment for the work that you do, or some of you, the service that you do, the dharma. And there is an exchange of energy coming in, whether it's in a personal relationship or creative relationship. This what's opening up for you is a next level of life, of living. Now, I have to say this because they keep bringing me back to this. You're giving up something, but there's so much more rewarded. There's so much more in whatever you have to give up. And this is twofold. Yes, you will have a level of financial security, but you might have to invest in yourself, invest in something. You might have to let something go, or move on from something, for something that seems like a sure bet, for something that you are betting on the potential. It's different things for different people. Because you're facing a fear. You're facing your fear. You're facing yourself. You're looking and saying, this is what I'm really about, or this is what I really want. This is the goal I have, or this is the goal we have. And it's like, okay, then are you going to do it? Are you going to go for it? Whatever this is, it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, emotional fulfillment, a sense of accomplishment, but also a sense of ease, a sense of inner ease, peace, joy, happiness. You're going to love what it is that you're doing. You're going to love what it is that you accomplish. It's also going to bring you some kind of outer gain and outer acknowledgement, not just financially, but I almost feel like your star is rising, or you're being more seen, or you're reaching, a broader audience, or a different group. You're finally going to be seen. Now, some of you, this could be next level job. It could be a bonus. It could be something like that, a raise in pay also. It could be that you have the money to invest in your company. Because there's definitely something about a funding source here, but it's definitely a new beginning. This is about a new beginning or a new level. So I feel like the decision that you make, you're going to see the payoff, and it's exponential. It's how long it took you to get where you are now. It's not going to take you that long to see the results, to see the payoff, to have those results. It's not as long. Something's about to kind of speed up for you, especially with that King of Wands there. And this is learned. You've learned something, and that's brought you to a new level. So there's a lot in this reading for you. Learning lessons, taking that learning lesson, that wisdom, applying it. A lot of you, it has to do with the material realm. Also about living a truer life for you, or making some decisions or changes in your life that fit better for where you are now, or what you now know you want to do. This is bringing, a deeper connection with yourself and your gifts and your talents, your abilities, your soul gifts. what it is you really want to do. And obviously for some of you, it is going to be bringing also relationship. It's not just about that. It's very tied in with business or career, outer, your world, your work in the world, your dharma, your soul path. It's very much tied into your individuality and very much keeping that as well. Some of you will be known for some kind of teacher or guide or I just heard orator, so you could be speaking, could be sharing some kind of wisdom, even ancient wisdom. I'm getting a lot with also goddess energy or working with different gods, goddesses, ancient history. You could be teaching others or being, some of you it is a channel, but you hold the key. And again, look at, I just said that, and there's a key. I never noticed that on this card. But there is a key, but there's two keys. So this could be two elements of your life, yourself, your personality that are changing. It's like you have the key to these two elements that are coming up on your path at this time as very important, as next level. The next, again, the Fool, the next level that's coming in. Spend time with your higher self, listen to your higher self, trust in your potential. You're connecting with this soul story. Trust in your potential. The security is your inner light. It's the fire within. It's your connection to your higher self. It's your path. Success, you've got the, what is this, Panther, Jaguar, Panther. Has a lot to do with leadership. Also does the Emperor. Aries energy here. Taurus, Uranus. However, it also has to do with the unknown. So there's something unknown about what you're yet to do or how it's going to turn out. But by you walking forward and trusting in this new level of where you're being guided, you do have that payoff, And I just heard, are they going to really come? Or is anybody going to want what I do? Yes, yes. Whatever it is that you're doing. I'm getting a lot of different things here. Some of you are going to be doing like concierge stuff or a nurse practitioner, medical. I'm getting jewelry design. I'm getting all kinds of things with this group. I'm getting artist stuff, music, art, collaboration. There's a wide range of energy here for people. The thing that you need to know is that trusting in that inner self, trusting in that you're facing a fear, facing the unknown, and you're doing it anyway. You're walking through, you're getting the support because you want that expansion. That's what's coming next. And you're using what you learned over the months, over the years. You're using what you've learned. You're applying it now. Now's the time to apply it. And in that applying, there is a flowering. The seeds are flowering, You're moving into, I just heard for some of you, even a higher state of consciousness. Now that's interesting. Yeah, higher state of consciousness and awareness in the work that you do. So you could be cycling through something where you used to do something, but now you're doing it and you're better at it, or you're better suited at it, or it's a better time for it, or you're better. You've learned something, you've learned more, or you could have gone through something in your life, some kind of limitation, or maybe addiction even, something, and you don't have that now. And so now things are better. But Spirit wants you to know there's, happiness, emotional fulfillment, a lot of joy, optimism. Yeah, look at, here we go. Movement, trust, partnership with the divine, partnership with your higher self. And that new partnership, trusting. And then, of course, you've got destiny here. Pertho. So you're on your path to destiny. There is something that's unknown. I don't know. Maybe you don't know the steps, but there's success. The outcome looks good. The outcome looks great, as a matter of fact. It's a beginning. And what does that outcome bring? Victory, which you also have with the Six of Wands. Renewed energy, renewal in your life, and a level of success. And this is success on a higher level, emotional, mental, physical, material success. Everything's on a higher level with you. It's moving forward. Follow that vision, that idea that you're getting that vision. Follow it to completion. All right. I keep hearing radio. That's interesting. Radio. There's movement. All right, Radiant Soul, let me see. Let me connect into your energy, the frequency of you. Let's see. Well, I trust in the divine guidance I'm receiving on my path at this time. I know it is bringing me into more soul-expressed expansion. Yeah, I'm going to say increase. I'm going to say love. I'm going to say feeling good, general love of yourself, love of other, love of life, love, the vibration of love, creativity, a lover, dating, marriage, gay, all of that, commitment to yourself, commitment to others committing to you, commitment to your path. That's a big part of this. You've renewed your commitment to your path, and that's what's bringing this next level of potential and success. All right, so light, if you want to connect with me further, ways to do are in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you. Oh, I didn't pull one of these cards. Let's just see if there's anything you need to know. No, that's why. Acceptance. Accept the things I cannot change. That's it. Yeah, well, there's not much you're going to want to change, except it might be hard to make a decision with what's coming up. But you will. Lots of love and light, and I hope to see you in another reading.